Hey there everyone, I'm going to do another quick video today. So this is nothing formal, my tripod's not set up. I hope I'm not too shaky here, but I wanted to just do a quick video about an alternative to a homeschool planner. So if you have watched my videos, you might have seen this. I just showed this to you. I don't think I've actually gone through this with it. You know, there's not really much to go through, but how I use this as my homeschool planner. So if you are a person like me that can't seem to keep up with a homeschool planner, writing in it every week, and you just feel wasteful buying it, this was a good alternative for me this year. And it's worked really, really good, and we're going to do it again next year. I printed off this single printable from homeschool101.com or .wordpress.com. It's Megan Phillips' blog. It doesn't look like she's actually keeping up with the blog part anymore, which I was sad about because hers was one of my favorite, but this printable is still there. I did check before I came on with this video. This is just the weekly checklist printable. She does have other printables and other planning videos. If you like a more comprehensive plan, then I would recommend going over to her YouTube channel and watching some of her planning videos and then getting the printables on her blog. But I wanted something that I could just simply do and treat as like a checklist, but for the whole year. And I didn't want to print off a ton of these and fill one out for every day of the year because that would be just like doing a planner. So what I did was I printed this off, put all my subjects down the side. There's a space up here for all your extra activities, and actually we haven't been keeping up with this very well because we actually do have art and ballet in there now, but that's okay. This part here is really the part that we use the most, and this stuff down here. But this is like the main section that I'm going to be going over with you today. So these right here are all the different things that we do at any point in our week in the school time. And what I decided to do was I said, you know what, I just want to know how many times I want to do each subject each week. And so for handwriting, I want to do it 3 times a week. For spelling, 5, and you can see here. And I just went through and I figured out how many times a week I want to do each activity. And then I decided which days I would not do those certain subjects. And I did this on purpose where it looks like Wednesday here is really light because we have piano lessons and we have church in the evening. And so my children are getting a lot of instruction time already on Wednesdays, and so I wanted to make Wednesdays a little lighter. I wanted to make sure that we were done by piano lessons at 1 p.m. So we break from school at noon for lunch, and then we go to piano and we are done for the day as far as anything formal. Sometimes we'll do, other activities, or my son will come home and want to do an extra science experiment or something. But as far as this checklist goes, we are done before we go to piano with it. So that's why Wednesday is really light. But what I wanted was just a routine tracker. And that's really what I look at this as. I don't really have a planner. This is more of a routine tracker. I want to just get in the habit of doing these subjects on Monday. We don't even have to do them in this order. We often do, but one thing that my son likes to do, hold on, I'm going to reach over here and grab this. This is going to get a little weird here. My son likes to put all his subjects on these little slips of paper, and we will put them in a hat, and he will draw out of a hat, and that's how we decide the order for the day. So I don't really have anything planned as far as the order, although we do often go in this order because he just likes to go down the list and check it off. But I just love that this tracks for me. Okay, we have to do a lesson in handwriting today. We have to do a lesson in math today. But it's not really rigid as far, if I get behind and we're not up to the lesson that I planned in this big formal planner, months out, I just don't get as stressed about it. If we get to Friday and we still have, 2 boxes of math, then we double up on math on Friday. If we get to the end of the week and we haven't done any story time at all, then maybe over the weekend we'll read some extra days in the storybook. But this is just a routine tracker. It just helps me to keep track of the number of times, the number of lessons I want to do in each subject area in a week. And as you can see, it also helps my son keep track of the chores and responsibilities down here that he can check off, and then some attitude things. Now, you see this isn't written on, like there's no check marks on here. I put it in one of these plastic sleeves, and he just uses a dry erase marker and comes down and checks it. This hangs on a hook on our refrigerator, a magnetic hook, and he just goes there, and I say, okay, do the next thing. Let's do the next thing. And sometimes, like I said, he'll want to switch it up, and other times we'll go in order. The only thing that I do, that I want to do, is I want to do reading after lunch, because my daughter is the most content right after lunch to let us sit and read. So I do ask, that we do reading after lunch. But everything else, we typically finish, everything that's up here before lunch. And then we'll sometimes do our Spanish at lunch and reading after lunch. So I just thought I would show you a way that you could just kind of make your whole year with just this one sheet of paper, and just use a dry erase marker and a sleeve, page protector, whatever you call it, to keep it clean, and then just as each week goes, just erase and start over with a fresh sheet. Now, I want to show you a very high-tech device at how I figure out what lesson I'm on in each book. That's it, ladies, that's it. I put a paper clip on every page, and that's how I tell what lesson we do next. So I don't write down the lessons that we're doing. We just know to go to the paper clip. Just go to the paper clip, and that's where we do our next lesson, and then we come over here and check it off. It has been, oh my goodness, so unbelievably unstressful on me. I am not worried about where we are in the books anymore. We just go on to the next thing, and it's been really great. And this is something my son can do independently. He just goes over to the refrigerator, checks off, he knows what to do next. It's just really been great. Again, it's at Homeschool 101 WordPress blog, and it's in the printable section. If you want to see more detail about how to use this for the whole year, Megan Phillips does have some great videos on her YouTube channel. I hope this was helpful to you, and I welcome your comments and questions below.